Hello, everyone. I have a new camera setup, so it might make you a little sick at the very beginning of this video, but I think I'm gonna like it. So I'm gonna log on to my tablet. Obviously my table's a big mess. Um, so I know a whole bunch of people are streaming right now, which is just fine. I'm just essentially making a video live and then people can watch it later, which is a great thing about YouTube. I see that there's two people here. I need to get my chat up on my phone. Hi to the two people, or maybe there's just one. I'm not sure. I have a big mess. You like how I did that? Whoa. I have not done a lot of crafting lately, but I do have something I want to share with you. I don't even know what's in this package. And I want to share this package with you. And I want to share this with you. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Dee. How are you? Can you hear me? And I want to share this with you. And some other creations. And let me get seated. Hi, Sharon. You can hear me. Thank you for saying that. I have been crafting not at my desk, and so I'm trying to get my desk back in order. I'm just logging onto YouTube here, and I have the window open because it's hot here. It's in the 80s, well, probably low 80s right now, and I can hear my children yelling. But I made some cool stuff and I wanted to show people. And there we go. There we go. We're getting this all set up. Perfect. Okay, so hi Dee and hi Sharon. Thank you for joining me. I've been at the sewing machine making some cool stuff. I had to figure this one out. I did not watch a tutorial. Daisy was saying you should make a tutorial, and I'm like, yeah, if I can figure out what I'm actually doing, because I don't even know what I'm doing. So there's somebody else in here. Say hi if you're here, just so I know who you are, or that you're here, and then we'll get started. I don't even know where scissors are, although I see them. Scissors. I have been lots of places doing lots of things and have now have time to update you all. Thank you. Don't you think that's pretty? It's mostly, if not all, sheets from the thrift store. It is really pretty. And so this is going to be, I'm thinking this is going to be either a small journal cover. I actually wanted to test that, the size of it, or a spine. This one will be a spine. So this one will go like this around a spine. I think that'll be fun. And this was just the byproduct of this one. And I might be able to make it even bigger and make it a cover. I'm not exactly sure. These were all sheets at a thrift store. And this was inspired by Daisy Collins at Tsunami Rose, and I have just been like nerding out on her channel. And I actually put this here because before I even knew who Daisy Collins was, I was really interested in succulents. And I think it's funny that she's interested in succulents too. And this is one of my babies, and it's really furry. I'm not sure if the autofocus will show you, but it's super furry, and it has like maroon edges. I don't know where the camera is, so I don't know where I'm going. There we go. Wait. So it's been sitting in my windowsill and I've been trying not to water it. I have a few different ones, but it's like a lamb's ear, you know? Anyway, um, so I've been trying not to water my succulents, and I've been sewing, and then I've also been, well, I made these journals, right? And let's see. So these, not that one. I can't bring myself to sell this one yet. But this one, it doesn't have a plate on it. This one is in my shop, and it is adorable. I'm really surprised nobody has picked it up yet. But lots of places for writing, and then lots of florals and garden type imagery. Look at that cute bee. Oh my gosh, who is this from? Where I talk about her all the time. Karen Olson, Between the Pages Art. Karen Olson, she makes these bees. Okay. So I always like to give her a little shout out. I like to support everyone. I do own an Etsy shop and I do sell things, but I am not one to be like competitive. Like, I think there's enough room in the world for us all. So if I use something and it's somebody else's, I like to show them. This is actually handmade paper that I made. Where's my beverage? I have a little sparkling beverage. This is good stuff, man. It's raspberry flavored. So this is handmade paper. And so you guys, if you've watched my videos, you probably have seen me make some of these things, but this is in my Etsy shop. So, and it's fun. This is really fun. And then I also sell these little guys, and I have a spring collection, and now I have a summer collection. So hi all you 7 people. I would love for you to say hi, even if you're going to be lurking or making dinner or crafting along, or just don't want to type on your phone. Usually it's a I don't want to type on my phone type of thing for me. I also made these, and these are a printable that I have in my shop. And then I printed them out on thicker paper. It's like a card, and tea dyed them. And so I'm selling both the digital and then also the cutout version tea dyed. So, because some people like to just download their own things, and some people like to just buy the product. And I'm usually one that just likes to buy the product. So I'm going to make something with these, but these are all my sets to cut out, and I hand cut them. Although today I did buy a scan and cut on Amazon Prime, and I use Daisy Collins' affiliate link. If you go to her video from today and you look in the chat, she put the video link in, and you can use her link and give her a little bit of money, and it's still the same price for you. So lots of shout outs for Daisy. I think continuing with the commercial, this is the other journal I have on my Etsy shop, and it's like a fern themed, but very gardeny, very floral, pretty little flowers. And here is some eco dyed paper and little tuck spots, and I love these. These are the best. Hi 8 people. These are rose gold paper clips, and they are super awesome and super shimmery, and I love them. So, alrighty, little tuck spots and just little thing. For better luck, you have to wait till spring. So this is kind of a spring journal. It could be summer though. Lots of fun stuff. So those are things in my Etsy shop. And I haven't put this one in yet, but I made this one, I think, on live stream. So we'll put that over aside. Then I got some things to work with. I bought myself some presents. My birthday is coming up. So this is from Daisy Collins, and this is her mystery box. And how cute. Like, you got little ones, big ones. So I thought I'd play with, maybe with some of these. I have some of my own, and now I'm going to make my own because I got a scan and cut. But yeah, so we got some of that stuff. But I have, okay, so how many of you are like, I have piles and piles and piles around me. And, oh, these are what she uses on her stream. These things, oh, they're so beautiful. So, I have gotten to the point where my piles actually bug me. Have any of you gotten to that point? Press 5 if you've gotten to that point. Press 4 if you just love your piles and you wouldn't have it any other way. I want to know who is done with their piles and wants to fix it, wants to change it. Press 5. And who is like, nope, I love my piles and it's just the way it's going to be. Press 4. You can't do piles, D. You know, I'm a piler. I'm a hoarder. I'm going to admit it in a public forum, and I have a plan. I do. I have a plan, and I'm really excited about my plan. And to some of you, it might be like, yeah, Kate, you should have done that a long time ago. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, so anyway, I have a plan to clean up, and when I do, I will do a little studio tour. I'm hoping it'll be before September. It's taken me a long time to get to the place where I want to organize and purge. I'm ready to purge, and I'm actually having a garage sale soon, so I'm hoping I could purge before the garage sale, but also just purge for my own self. That stuff is amazing. Then I got this package, and I bought this from somebody online, and look at all these tickets. This is from World Divas Designs in Knoxville, Tennessee. World Diva Designs. And look at all these ancient tickets. 10 cents. So I've been buying some tickets. Shan Brothers shows. Good for 25 cents. Admit one. They're just super cute. I love them. So we got some tickets, and she sent me some other cool stuff. And, oh, these are some of the envelopes that I have been making out of, like, construction plans and old books. And, like, this one is like a, dishwasher manual or something, household manual, just some fun stuff. 5, you're a hoarder too? Yeah, just nowhere to begin. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And you don't have to do it. It's only when you're ready. But I'm ready. I'm done. I'm ready. I know my focus. I know what I like, and I know what I don't like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out of my craft space. It's actually in my bedroom, and it's a very generous space considering it's in a bedroom. And I do have shelves already put up. I have a like an IKEA 8-drawer system kind of right here, right there. And I have a nice light. And anyway, I'm going to take absolutely everything out. And my 2 friends are going to help me. And they said they would not judge me. You are also in your bedroom? Yeah. It's kind of nice because I can just wake up and craft in the middle of the night. But, so I'm going to take everything out, and I'm going to put it all in the dining room. And my children are going to be taken away by my mother. And I'm going to only put back the things that I want to keep, that I know I'll use. I am going to, if I have a book, like for example, I have this book that I've been using to take pictures out. How beautiful is that? But I'm going to gut the books and make like a bin of paper to put in junk journals. And then I'll know how much paper I actually have to put in junk journals. And I'm going to take things apart and then throw the rest away. That is so gorgeous. I was just at a botanical garden today. So I'm going to do this and I'm going to put back little by little, and it'll bug me because it'll be in my dining room. And I have a very, very, very clean house for 2 children. Yeah, I mean, there's toys and stuff, but everything has a place and everything's in its place, you know, that saying. And so, except for my bedroom. So we're going to make places for the important things and get rid of the rest. I don't know, I might do some destashing on here on Etsy. I really don't know. I might just donate it to a local junk journaler. Oh my gosh, that's the other thing I want to tell you. I got somebody into junk journaling that I know personally in person, and that was really exciting. But anyway, so that's my plan, and I'm hoping to have it done before I go back to teaching in September, although I can see the days slipping away from me. And then I also bought this from the mushroom market. You guys know the mushroom market. What is her first name? I can't remember her first name. I haven't even been, the only videos I've been watching are like Crafting Mama's live and, what's her name? Tsunami Rose. That's the only thing I've been watching live. But I love that she had these little pockets out of wallpaper. And I know this is a die cut. The Mushroom Market, Journaling and Crafts. How cute is that? So, so that's going up here. So yes, so I know this is a die cut, but I just think this is so cute, this little pocket. So I don't have this die cut. I don't have a die cutting machine. I have a silhouette, and now I have a scan and cut because of that Amazon Prime Day. So everybody has to buy stuff from my Etsy shop. So, I can pay myself back for the scan and cut. You like those scissors, these cutter bees? I love these cutter bees. They are awesome. And I love this little cover so you don't hurt yourselves. I keep these far away from my children. You craft in the middle of the night? Yeah, Anne, thank you for saying that. Wherever you live in the world, you know, people are crafting all the time. But what I wanted to do today was I wanted to start a journal, this journal, that I could then use my fabric on. So this is what I wanted to start. So let's get this just a little bit up and out of the way. How pretty is that? That was from this haul here. But see, it's just like constant crap everywhere. And you guys are just gonna have to deal with it because you know what it's like. And some of you do not like to watch videos with crap everywhere, and I get it. You're in North Carolina, so you're probably, it's nighttime for you. It's 7 o'clock here. So this journal I was going to gut, and I just made 3 of these journals for my second, I guess you'd call them second cousins. They are my cousin's children, and they live in France. New Hampshire, Sharon? Awesome. I'd love to know where you all are from. So North Carolina, New Hampshire. I'm in Washington State. Anybody from outside of the United States? So I'm just gonna, I usually do this with an X-Acto knife, But like I said, I've been crafting, like just taking stuff and grafting it down so I can watch my children in my living room. So I'm going to use scissors, but these are really awesome. And I'm just going to cut that out. Cut it out. Oh, you guys. I've been teaching summer school. So normally I teach high school. But I've been teaching summer school to 3rd through 5th graders. No, 3rd through 6th graders. And we've been doing botanical drawing and watercoloring. And we went to a botanical garden today. And that is a lot of work. Taking 3rd through 5th graders on a field trip. Like this. Do you hoard this? This book block? Because I hoard this book block and it's soon going to be gone. Unless you can tell me a really good reason to keep it. Maybe those pages. Those are kind of cute. I'll keep those pages. But seriously, like, why do I need the book block? Don't actually tell me a reason, because then I'd actually keep it. Oh, this has some cute little pictures, but really, like, it's not my style. I'm not going to do anything with it. Where's that picture? Okay, maybe. Alrighty. No, I don't need that. No, I do not need that. Okay, so this is going in the recycling bin. I think I can recycle it. Yay. Okay. So there, I got a cover. And so what I usually do is I cut some like heavier, thicker cardboard to be in there. Because I do poke through the spines with my junk journals. But then I cover it up with the fabric. So that was one thing I wanted to do. And then the other thing I wanted to do is, I'm just all over the place. I'm actually just really excited to be here and to be with you. I can't find it. I had a whole bunch of little things that I was going to put together. It's here. I'll find them. Here they are. So on my Instagram account, if you're on Instagram, you should follow me. I'd love it. I made these tags, and I wanted to put some of my little embellishments on them. So I'm going to lay these out and then like put a word on them or something. So there we go. So I have this new camera set up. See, it's just in the way. Why do I need that? I do not need that. Throwing that away. I got this new camera set up and it's pretty good. The camera is higher so you can see more. So let's do that. So I was thinking about putting some of my, these are my, on my digital download. On my Etsy shop. I love that tomato. Not a beautiful tomato. I could fussy cut it, but I just thought it was a nice summer tomato. So it's really pretty. Let's see. What else? Craft-a-lanch. Do you ever have craft-a-lanches? What else is in here? These are my, so I'm selling these tea stained and cut out. Oh, I love these. These are like ABCs, like really really fancy ABCs. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. How cute is that? So I have big ones, little ones. I love this little bottle here. Little mushrooms. Probably, I don't know if you can see that down there. I'm going to try to move the camera. There we go. Better. Here's some corn. Oh, the bees. I love the bees and big flowers. So I'm just kind of taking my smaller stuff and putting them on here. I have words, more flowers. So I know like Rosemary Morris is streaming. Everybody's over there. That's fine. You should be. I would be too. But I just needed, I needed to craft. I needed to. So there's that. Those are going to be, I'm going to put these away. Anybody of you like to use vintage imagery? I'm just kind of stuck on it. I like vintage and I like, oh, that was somebody outside. I like, what do I like? Floral. I'm not a pink person in real life, but I like pink in my journals. And I want to, I have my sewing machine out, but that is definitely downstairs. But I was thinking I could sew around these, kind of like Daisy did today, where she sewed around. And then I wanted some words. So here's some words. Hey, Lisa, how are you? How are you? Thank you for joining me. I should have put it on Instagram that I'm going live. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, good to see you live too. So these were some words that I printed out that were like for Valentine's Day, and actually I don't really like them, but honey would be fine. And darling, they're big. And sweets, they're too big, so I'm going to cut them down. And blushing. So these are very similar to like my flashcards that I sell on my Etsy, but these are like maybe the first generation, and then bouquet, and then I'm selling like 3.0 on my beloved. So we're going to cut these down a little bit. Oh, I don't have one there and there. Embrace. I don't like the word cherish. Treasured. Yeah, great to see you, Lisa. What have you been up to, Lisa? I haven't really been keeping up with anybody. I've been out of the house doing fun things with my children, and that's good. That's good. I'm a teacher on vacation, so we want to do that on vacation, don't we? I was also thinking, okay, so my little French cousins, they're not little. They are in their teens, and they came to my house, and I made them 3 journals, and we just crafted away, and then I gave them all my stuff, and I said, take it to your grandma's house, because that's who they're staying with, and hang out and junk journal, and then before you go back, I'm going to cut that off. Before you go back, just put everything back in the bin and give it to your grandma, and I'll pick it up at your grandma's house. Oh, you're making de-stash journals? That's exactly what I should do when I de-stash, because that's what I'm going to do in August. August is going to be for de-stashing, cleaning, clean slate. Okay. I don't know what that is, like an ink bottle. I need more flowers though. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tack them down, and then after my kids go to bed, Lord help me if they ever go to bed, um, then I'm going to sew around maybe the word. I feel like though I need a little more floral. I don't know. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to think. I'm just going to do. That's, that's actually how I kind of got started in all this, is it's just so therapeutic to just do. Okay, the size of the flashcards in my shop, thank you so much for asking about that, Lisa. I appreciate that. Is 1 inch by 2 inches. And these are like I said, like an old version of it. But in my shop, the ones is this. And it's 1 inch here by 2 inches there. And you can choose square corners or rounded corners. And most people choose rounded corners, which is just fine. It's just a couple minutes of me rounding corners. So I have a spring set. I have a summer set of words. You get 40 words. And then I also have, I'm not sure if it's still in my set, but like a graduation set, because this woman was asking me for all these things for graduation, and she wanted to do a book theme graduation, and she wanted my tea stain book cards. And so I just made her a graduation set with graduation words and stuck it in there as a little thank you gift. I kind of do that. I sometimes give a lot it depends on how busy I am. So anyway, there's one, and then I'm going to do some sewing. Yeah, these are extra big, but they're a perfect size. And they're just like the summer set I gave to my French cousins, and the teenagers just went nuts with them. They were like, "Oh, this is so fun." And anyway, I think I want this like that. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to work on stuff. I'm not actually in a very creative flow or creative mood. That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about. Do you get into a flow? They call it a flow. Um, because I sure do. And it's like all of a sudden I'll have a burst of ideas, and then I won't have any for a little while. And then I'll have a burst of ideas. Sorry, you're getting my gray hair in there. Man, I'll tell you what, if any of you are 40 or above, whew, you get like, it really is all downhill after 40. Let me just say that. There's lots of things that have happened after 40. And my birthday's in about a week, less than a week. And I don't care. Who cares? But yeah, it's certainly lots of things happening with the body. I guess that's all I really need to say. You all understand. But like, for example, oh, I cut that one really thin. For example, I had to get my appendix out when I turned 40. And then I cracked a tooth and had to get a crown. And then what else happened? I really injured my knee badly. And oh, I'm allergic to gluten now too. So, creativity flows or it doesn't. Yeah, and I've been in a super thank you for saying that, Lisa. I've been in a super flowy mood as far as creativity, except for not right now. Maybe I should have a little bit more of this. But probably because I've been teaching summer school today and yesterday, and I was teaching kids how to draw, and that's always fun when they get excited that they could do something, but it's work, and it's not so much flowy. I'm thinking this needs something else. Maybe another flower or something. There's some flower wallpaper right here. Yeah, there's a book about flow, not flowish. I'm not talking about the journal Flow, although that's an awesome book. But there's a journal about like creative, or a book about creative flow, and I need to read that book. It's kind of how to get in the flow, and I usually know, well, I don't know how to get in the flow, but I know things that, if I just get my supplies out and essentially do what I'm doing right here, which is gluing, cutting, that kind of thing, it just gets me right in the flow. And actually probably after my time's up, because I have a certain amount of time without my children, when my time's up, that's when I'll be probably in the flow. Oh well. When they go to bed, I will be sewing around these, so I'll get back in the flow. You're more creative at night? Yeah, I usually am more creative at night, but there are also times during the day when I'm really creative. I want to use some map paper. So, no, I want to use some of Tsunami Rose's little roses, like that. And then maybe I'm going to try to zoom in with my new camera thing. Let's try it. Here we go. If you get sick, close your eyes. There we go. Perfect. Here we go. Just a little bit more close up. So that's Tsunami Rose's mystery box cutout, florals. I don't know exactly the name, but you know, we should all support each other. So you should go support her, and you should support Handmade by Lisa, right, Lisa? If you have a link to, if you have a shop and you have a link, feel free to put it in. That would be fine with me. I don't know if you can. I really don't know all the rules about like YouTube, but if you are here, I'd love a thumbs up. That would help me. Anyway, so yeah, I do get in a flow, and usually it takes me a little while, but then it doesn't go away for a while. Meaning it'll be there for a good couple of days that I'll be really creative, and then, whoa, my gosh. Holy cow. You'd think I was like, I don't know, off my rocker or something. My goodness. I have this new camera set up. I do like it. It was only 20 bucks. So there we go. Okay. Try not to move it anymore. Handmade from Lisa on Etsy, also great. Lisa has been a great supporter of mine. We connect on Instagram, and so I like to support you as well. That's cute. I love Daisy's little cutouts. I love the flowers, to be quite honest. It's the flowers. It's the flowers. So we'll cut this down. But yeah, I like this community because most of the time people support each other. If people are like nasty to each other, they don't stay around long. Somebody calls them out on it, and we get rid of them fast, right? Right, ladies? We like nice people. Um, yeah. So nighttime is a good way to get into the flow. Just getting out your supplies is a great way to get into the flow. Um, yeah, small businesses, that's true. I like supporting small businesses too. I guess I'm a small business. Um, I give away a lot of my journals to like I gave away to my cousins. I didn't want to cover up the $950 for that cool car there. That's a steal. Let me see if you can see it now. So I try to buy with small businesses in mind, and all that, all that, all that. I need one of those bees. I don't even know where those bees are. Ooh, I could use a stamp though. Oh, I know where the bees are. I made this cool thing. So these were all from Karen Olson. Here's a little bee. And these are all cutouts that I've cut out. Cutouts that I've cut out. So see, that was easy to find. Good job, Kate, for doing that. Where's the bee? Here's the bee. I don't want that. If I'm going to do a bee, I need honey and I need a flower. So I took the students to a botanical garden today, and it's an arboretum and botanical garden, and actually they're trying to I don't know, rebuild the area, regenerate the area, because there used to be, like, I don't know what it was, a smelter or something. I'm not quite sure, to tell you the truth, but it was harmful to the earth. And so they're trying to, like I said, regenerate or whatever. And oh, I think one of my kids is trying to yeah, you like that? Okay, this storage system, Lisa, you have to make one of your own. Oh yeah, I forgot I put this in here, and this is who made this? Roxy from, what is her name? Roxy Creations. Rachel at Roxy Creations, but also Gail Augustinelli, what I call her, the queen. She made one too, so that's what made it popular. But it's just like tracing paper, so you can see through it. Mine's tea stained tracing paper, and this one is actually wax paper. So yeah, and I put it in a 3-ring binder, but you could put it in anything really. So Daisy does this nice thing where she like puts it on top like that. That's kind of cute. A little bee down here. Let's see how that looks. Sometimes I like to look at it on the camera or on the video. It looks so much better than in person. My kids are wanting in. They're cute, but sometimes you just need a break, right, moms? You just need a break. I try to like pace myself. Like, I can't spend all day every day with the kids, and I can't spend all day every day with my crafts. So I have to kind of yeah, it's so great, because I was like, where did I put all that stuff? And then I was looked up and I'm like, oh, it's just right here. And how easy, all those little bits in one spot. And you can just flip through, these are butterfly stamps. And then these are all the things from Karen Olson, and these are all the things, birds that I cut out. And these are so cute. I don't know what book they're from, but they're like the perfect size for little tags or little spots. So yeah, really nice, Lisa. I agree. So, hey, if you're here and either you're joining us for the, just now, or you've been here for a little while and you've been lurking, will you say hi, even if you're just going back to cooking dinner or whatever? I'm going to cut this. I'd love to just know who you are that's watching, and there we go. I want to cut that more. That looks like CRAP. That's what I say in my classroom, because I know that that word offends some people sometimes. So I spell it out. Is it less offensive if you spell it out? I really don't know. Okay. Hello, Jen B. Thank you for saying hello. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. So there's that one. We've been making progress here. So my friend calls her children sweets. Isn't that sweet? She calls her children sweets. So she'll say like, "Hey, sweets, come over here," and it's just so sweet. It's a nice little title. So that's where I got this word from, sweets. Not like candy sweets, although that's good too. Sweets. I'm thinking this needs more floral as well. Jen, you're working on a journal? Awesome. I do that all the time. I lurk and do journal stuff all the time. It's perfectly welcome here. That's an interesting bird. I like that bird. That's great. I'm thinking, I don't know what I need. I don't know. I'm not sure what it needs. It could just be that. It could be 3 things. I'm going to do that. I'm trying to keep it simple, I love these. I love essentially making tags out of these library cards. And then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna glue them on. Hi Sharon, how are you? You were the first one here, I think, Sharon. Anybody else here would like to say hello? I'd love a little hello. Hello. So let's put the cap on this. Like I said earlier, I am so sorry my desk is a mess. I am addressing it in the near future. But this is me. So sweets, darling, that is Darlene. Honey. So we got Tsunami Rose, me, my Etsy shop, and Sharon Olson, and this is actually Tim Holtz. So there you go. A bouquet. Blushing, treasured, beloved, and embrace. I want a little something more for embrace. Let's get out more of Tsunami Roses. Roses, florals, a little too big, but kind of cool. Nope. You know how, like, you'll know when you know. I like that one, but I don't like the line around it. Jail Johnson, hi, nice to meet you. Thanks for washing tomorrow. I appreciate that. That's great. Ooh, I might just do a little rose right there. That might be a nice little extra. I like the little. Okay, so you don't know where to begin, Sharon? I would be happy to answer any questions, but I'll tell you where I begin. Do you want to know where I begin? Let me finish this and I'll tell you where I begin. This is where I begin, is I just look through anything in my house that's paper. And I just start collecting paper. So, for example, I have paper right here. I have this is weird paper. I don't know what it is. It's super thin, but it feels pretty strong. So there's one thing in my journal. Put the pile back. I do like these pages from this flower book. Another thing in my journal. I love maps in my journal, and I love grid paper. So I just have this. I bought this at a thrift store for like less than $1 or maybe $1. So I don't buy new paper because there's so much at thrift stores. So sometimes I put 2 of these in a journal. So let's put 2 in. Let's see. I also don't, oh wait, I said map paper. So here's a map. I'll have to cut it down, but I'll put that in. This is some, it looks like handmade paper or banana paper. I'm not sure where I got it, but I've had it for a long time. I'll put one of those in. When I tea dye, it's a long story, but when I tea dye little pockets, I put them on paper, and you can see I've used this paper a couple of times, so I'll put it there. You, Lisa, you just did a few videos on how to turn a cereal box into a journal cover. If you're interested, it's a good way to start for the cover. I do have, yeah, but that is a great way. I love use recycled materials. I am going to use this Reader's Digest because I like the size, and I know that, Sharon, that what I made on the sewing machine, which I am not a quilter, but that this will fit the spine when I'm done. But I have watched a lot of videos and made a lot of mistakes. Haven't we all? And life is full of them, and who cares? But I'm just going to keep pulling stuff because I'm having fun pulling stuff out. Ooh, look at this paper. Oh, you guys. This is some handmade paper. I don't know where it's from, but how pretty is that? It's like almost bohemian paper. This is beautiful paper. Book pages. Won't it be beautiful? Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful journal from this, and I love this book. You kind of have to get over the fact that you're tearing out of a book, and you just do. And you go. You keep going. Don't stop. You keep going. I have all sorts of things. Okay, not to get too much personal information, but I have a neighbor who works for a large construction company, and he's like assistant superintendent. And he plays with my children. His children play with my children out in the neighborhood daily. And over 3 years I've gotten to know him, and he said, "What are you doing up in that craft room, Kate?" And I said, "Well, I take old paper." And I said, "I really would love if you had some plans." So here are some of the plans from his work, from a building that has been built. And he gave it to me so nicely. What a nice neighbor. He is. He's like the salt of the earth type of neighbor that you would all want to move next to you. I'm also a teacher, so I get lots of things that people don't want. This is a type of arc welding, and it's like a workbook, and a kid's like threw it in the dumpster, and I saved it. I do hand make my own paper, and this is some of the paper that I made, and it's feather paper. Can you see the feathers in it if I hold it really still? See the feathers? Those are feathers. Yeah, isn't that sweet? He is a sweet man. He's married, and I love his wife too, and she's a very sweet lady, and they have 2 boys, and they play with my 2 girls daily, every other day. And you know, it just pays off to be a good person. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I also tea dye a lot of paper. There's some grid paper. Okay, here's a teacher thing. Instructions for substitute teacher. Class lists. That's got to go in there. That's also tea dyed. I also use wallpaper. So this was rolled up, but I can flatten this out. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful piece of wallpaper. I know, isn't it fun to see each other's paper, Lisa? I have so much. Like I said, I'm gonna go through my paper in August, and when I'm done, there might be some de-stash bundles because we need to de-stash over in this house here. This was a fly leaf of a book, and that is just so cute. It's getting kind of dark. The sun's going down a little bit, so my light might be going away a little. But I like that. So I'm just going to make a junk journal with junk that I have. I sometimes print off public domain images. So like, these are some public domain images. So, I mean, I could just include that in a book if I wanted to. I don't really want to on this book for that one. That's like more oceany stuff. I do have a whole filing system over here. Sometimes I get the paper that I like because of the color. I have a lot of like, music paper is really easy to find too. Lisa, you did scrap packs for that reason. Yeah, how much do you charge for your scrap packs, if you wouldn't mind me asking? That would be awesome to know. Yeah, you got paper, Sharon. So do I. I'm drowning in paper. Okay, so we had an earthquake in Washington State a few days ago, and I felt it, and it was the middle of the night. And like I said, my craft room is my bedroom. And it was a little scary because it was, there was a lot of noise associated with the earthquake. And I'm not sure if it was just my house or the outside too. But you swap. Oh, Lisa, you swap your paper packs. You don't sell them. Interesting. Maybe I should look into somebody who wants to swap with me, because I will have a lot of paper to get rid of. But I don't want more back, actually. I don't want more back because I know where to get it if I need to. But anyway, so I felt the earthquake, and that was interesting. And then, I'm sorry, I'm doing something right here. I'm trying to get it. Yeah, when you start, it's just like, where do I start? You have all this paper, and you fold the paper. You fold the paper, and then you cut the paper to size. I usually fold and then cut. That's my thing. And I just go, and I try not to second guess. This one's going to be too big. I'm going to save this for a bigger journal. But anyway, so the earthquake. there was a lot of noise associated. But anyway, after the earthquake was done and everybody was talking about it, and my friends that I had asked them, will you please help me clean my craft space? Because it, oh, my sweet friend. My sweet friend, I told my friend, I'm so frustrated with my craft space. I think I'm going to just throw it all out and not craft anymore. And she said, Kate, we can do better than that. Isn't that sweet? We can do better than that. And I said, what do you mean we can do better? And she says, I'll help you. But we can do better than just throwing away your passion. If this is your passion, we can help you. And she said, you have a village, you have a tribe, you have your friends, they can help. And I was like, oh my goodness, what a sweet, sweet friend she is. Anyway, so when the earthquake happened, I'm just on all sorts of rabbit trails. I was worried that I was going to be covered by my crap because of an earthquake, and that is what made me decide to clean up the piles. You always hear about hoarders and how they're gonna be like literally killed in their stuff. I can't be one of those. I just can't. I need to clean. Isn't that funny? So it was the earthquake. Oh, this is so beautiful. It was the earthquake that made me realize. And like I said, the rest of my house is super clean. So it's just this one area. So if you have a big piece of paper like this, Sharon, I'm sure you know this. It's like I'm preaching to the choir. But what you can do is you can fold it up for like a pocket. Or a flip out. And then this will be my page. That will be a flip out and a pocket. It's so big. But there, now I have a pocket and I can stick things in. So, yeah. Nothing like a little natural disaster to kind of make you go, huh, I need to change what I'm doing. Okay. So this again will be a pocket. It's so big, it can be a pocket or a flip out, but pockets are useful sometimes. Pocket pages. And then I was wondering, sometimes you can make pocket pages like this and stick them in the side. That's not big enough though. I'll just fold it in half. Okay, what have you made a ton? It's also a great way to store your own scraps, Lisa. You've made a ton of what? Of just scrap packs? Yeah. If that's what you're talking about, Lisa, I agree with you. So yeah, so now I'm folding my paper. That's so pretty. And I'm not worrying about the size yet. Like, I don't know what this paper's from, but it's definitely yellowed. It's definitely old. My mom gave me some paper like that, but I don't think it is. All of a sudden, I have paper, and now I can start my signatures. And what I usually do is I usually like have 2 or how many ever signatures I'm going to do. In this book, I'm going to do 3. So I make 3 piles. And I often sort them by type. So for example, this one is going to be writing paper. So like you could write on these 3 ones. So this is my 3 piles of writing. This is 1 signature, 2 signature, 3. Good night, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's late for some people. So 3 signatures, writing in each signature. Now I'm going to do a pocket in each signature. So pocket, pocket. Now I need to find a bigger piece of paper for a pocket. That shouldn't be too hard. Although paper all around me. Trying to find, ooh, I know. Okay, I will check your channel, Lisa. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, I'll check your channel for a tutorial on you made a ton of your own scrap packs. Okay, so then like here, I'll take, like, this is a great one. Ah! That was difficult. So then I'll make another. I'm talking like a teacher right now. I kind of don't like it. I need to stop that. Stop that, Kate. So I kind of divide out my paper and go, okay, so now I have a big mess over here. Now I have, you know, a pocket. Now I need a pocket over here. So let's make a pocket page. So we'll go like this. Go like this. And then I will cut later. Okay. So that's my 3 piles. Or I'll tear it because it's really bothering me. So each pile has writing paper, a pocket paper. Then let's do something floral. So we've got a floral page here. Is this floral? A floral page there. One more floral page. This will be my floral page. So actually going to tear it right here. I'm actually having a lot of fun showing you all this. So there's my next floral page. So floral, floral, floral. Then I might do like tea stained. So tea stained, tea stained. So let's find tea stained. So tea stained. I thought I had more tea stained, but maybe I don't. Oh yeah, tea stained. Well, this one already has tea stained here, so I might choose to do something else. So I might choose to do like, look at my tea stain stack. Oh, I have a whole bunch over here. One minute. One minute. There's some tea stained graph paper. Then I might do like smaller papers, like this is handmade paper, this is this really thin paper, and then this is my handmade paper. Then I might do like book page. So we've got like music, book page, and find another book page that I would actually entertain putting in my book. And that's what I mean by being picky, is like I need to be more picky about what's on my desk that I grabbed from. Oh, that was a big craft-a-lunch. I really need to just start over. Each signature is set up the same. I wouldn't say each signature is set up exactly the same, but similar items, so it kind of flows. There's that word again. But then when I put the signatures together, I might not put them in the same order, kind of like Erin Petty just said. Erin, you're spot on. So like, for example, in this one, I'm gonna then make this one in the order that I want, and I'm not gonna worry about the other ones. And then I'm gonna make this one in the order that I want and not worry about the other ones, and make this one in the order that I want and not worry about the other ones. And so they'll all have the same thing, similar types of things in each signature, but they might be a little in different order. For example, if I wanted to put a pocket in each one, I might put one of these pockets from the mushroom market in this one, and then this one I might put this like coin envelope similar, and then the last one, I don't know, put something else that's like that. Here, these little envelopes that I make that are tea stained, and so we've got pocket, envelope, envelope that can act like a pocket. And then, you know, I just keep going like that. So usually I just have a whole bunch of paper, and my desk is pretty small and very cluttered, as you all know. You get it now, Sharon? Yeah. And so what is helpful is actually to get out all your junk, and that kind of thing. And I usually organize it by, like, can I write on it or can I not? Is it floral or is it not? Is it like, then the smaller items, like what do I do with it? Like if this is pocket, pocket, pocket versus, you know, then I might do like tag, tag, tag. And then to make even more consistency, I might do like library card, library card, library card. And then, yeah, cohesive assembly, that's a good way to say it. I like that idea, Erin. And then sometimes I spice it up and I put little different things in each one. Like maybe in this one, I'll put a real feather. And this one, you know, little touches, little extra things. I'm getting lost in ideas, but maybe this one, I actually have some glitter feathers. So glitter gold feather there. And then I need to find another feather for that one. And I gave my cousins my feather thing, but I do have a whole bunch of feathers. And then maybe I'll do like butterfly, 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 or like I've made a lot of these booklets. I'm sure you've seen my booklet video. It's one of my most popular booklets, or my most popular videos, but a booklet, playing card booklet. That's what it is. Playing card booklet. Playing card booklet. I love making these. I should make some more of these. Find one more playing card booklet. Totally different, but playing card booklet. Okay. Yeah. So I just go through my stuff. I make 3 piles, and then I figure out the order. I sew on some of the pages. Then I sew them together, and then I can embellish further, or I can leave it. And I'm going to put these back because these are in a special box or something else. But then I can make it as, I don't know, as embellished as I want or not. So yeah, so this is the beginnings of my junk journal. And then when I'm done for the day or the hour or whatever, I just usually put them in a stack like this. And I put the biggest paper around them. So I know this is one signature. This is another signature. This is a third signature. That little feather in there. Stack my signatures. These will be my 3 signatures. And then I just put them in the book. I paid way too much for this book because it was $2. I'd love to know how much you guys pay for your Reader's Digest, because $2 to me is too much. And then if I'm gonna, I know I'm gonna use the spine, which I don't know if I'm gonna use with this book, but if I were, I'd put that in here. And so then when I come back to my desk, I have a starting place. Make sense? How much do you guys pay for your Reader's Digest? Anybody want to say? If you're watching like the video, like the recorded video, could you tell me in the comments how much you pay for your Reader's Digest? I prefer to pay $1. $2 is too much. I actually think I got this for $1 because I go to a thrift store in my town that, or in the next town over really, that the whole month of, I don't know if it was June or July, was half off everything. And it's not like a chain. It's not Goodwill or anything like that. It benefits like elderly people, and lots of people donate. There's not very good selection, but when you do find something, it's pretty cheap. And then they have this 50% off sale, so it's even cheaper. But I'd love to know how much you guys pay for your Reader's Digest. What's a good price? D, girl. I think you're a girl. That is very lucky to have 2 large plastic totes of Reader Digests given to you. Holy cow. Do you make journals out of them, or what do you do with them? That is amazing. That is just super cool. Yeah, you do make journals? That's pretty cool. You were very lucky. That is so awesome. So I'm getting kind of tired. So we can chat for a little while, and then I'm going to go do my nightly routine with my children. Yeah, that's really, really lucky. The other thing I wanted to show you guys today, geez, I just never shut up, do I? So I have this tag, and I wrote template on it, and I wanted to show you what I do with it and give you an idea. So, oh, that's a journal page. We want to keep that. So you have scraps. That'll work. This is some wallpaper scrap. And what I do is I keep this, and it's actually a really thick tag, and that's one of the reasons that I kept it. And I just trace around it, and I try, I'm hoping this pencil is not sharpened. Let's try this. This is a pen. I try to use the corner here and the flat edges, and then I just trace around it, and this is a little rounded edge. But I just thought this was a cute tag shape, and so I kept it. Yeah, thanks, Sharon. Yeah, I appreciate you being here and listening and staying and writing in, and I'd love any thumbs up you wanted to give me. I'm just not a salesperson. And then cutting it out, and that's going to be my tag. So I might make some things just for a journal, you know, like, and then I won't make them in any other journal, or I'll get bored of it and make another one. But I thought this was a cute kind of journal, or kind of tag, because, and you can get a corner rounder, or you can just round on your own. You can take your hole punch and punch it right in there. Old school hole punch. How cute is that tag? I love that tag. Okay, Dee says, I worked for an online auction, and people brought in collections of books and stored by their parents. You saved many, but you got a lot thrown away. Yeah, a lot does get thrown away. Yeah, I know that. How could you save every book and every, I mean, that's so sweet, Dee. Where did that pen go? I put it back in its spot. So I might make just 3 of these, and then put these in my journal. And sometimes if I just make some like ephemera like this, I just throw it in, and then, you know, next time I'll put it in a spot, or I'll wait until I have a spot. So like I'm going to have two of these. I'm not going to have three, even though I have three signatures. So I'll have to find a third tag to kind of even it out. But I don't get so caught up in the like everything has to be even or equal. But I try to, you know, a little bit, but it's a handmade book. You know? Like I didn't cut that super well, but you know, it looks nice. So we got two tags here. Those are super cute. Sorry, my hair's in the way. You're gonna see all my, yeah, isn't that a cute pen? This is from the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. And I was going there with my students on a field trip, a very long field trip, many days. And I decided that I was going to actually buy myself something. I'm somewhat frugal, as most of you probably are. And I just like this pen. I thought I need a pen for my desk that will stay on my desk. And so, yeah, thank you, Debbie. It is San Francisco of Modern Art. They have a great, if you live in San Francisco, you should go to the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art and just go to their gift shop. Or if you're ever there and you don't have time to go through the museum, you should definitely go through their gift shop. Although I have to say this, the entire museum was chock full of famous artwork. And I have an art major. So I studied lots of art in college, lots of art history classes, and they had everything that I studied. It was really awesome to see Duchamp's fountain in person, if you know what I'm talking about. To see Calder's work in person, things that you only really read about, but they're physical items, and to see them in person. I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent. So this was a good memory, and I'm glad I brought myself a little pen, a little treat. So I'm going to say good night for now while we still have a few people. If on your way out, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. I hope to be doing more of these in the near future. I was doing one a week. I don't know if I can do one a week yet. I really need to clean, but I'm hoping that soon I'll get back to more regular either streaming or videos or whatever. But thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night. Have a great summer. Yeah. Good night, Dee. Good night, Debbie. Good night, Sharon. Good night, Erin. Is that a cool story, Debbie? Thank you. Yeah, I can say a little more about that. When I went to the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art, my students were doing something else, and I had about, I think maybe 2 hours. And there's probably 5 or 6 floors of artwork, and it's full and full and full of full of famous artwork. And you know, I didn't really enjoy my art history classes, but I was there and I learned it, and it's in my brain. And to see these works in person, I'm actually getting goosebumps right now. It was quite amazing, because when you see it in a book, you don't know the scale. You can read that it's 5 feet by 4 feet, but you don't really know how big that is until you stand next to it. And so seeing art in person is phenomenal. I would highly suggest going to your local museum, art gallery, or when you're on a trip in a big city, going to the most famous museum. I've not been to New York, but I do plan someday to go to all the museums in New York, all the big ones. I have been to the Louvre. I've been to a really large museum in England and saw one of my most favorite paintings to study. I didn't, like I said, I didn't really like art history, but Um, it is the marriage of, oh gosh, I don't know, but it's a marriage and they're holding hands. And the detail in this portrait of these two people, I'll have to put it in the like notes or something of this. The Art Institute of Chicago is amazing. I bet it is, Jen. I have not been to Chicago, but I will go when I go to Chicago. I will go to the Art Institute. Thank you for saying that. Um, yeah, if you have another museum that you like to go to, let me know. But this one in England, it's the Amalfi marriage or the marriage of the Amalfi. I'm not sure. I should know it. I really should know it. But I'll tell you what, I studied that painting and the meaning behind it and the details and all this kind of stuff. And I was expecting it to be the amount of detail in it. I was expecting it to be a large painting. And the painting was like, I don't know, a piece of paper, 8.5 by 11. And I rushed through the entire museum just to get to that painting. And I was awestruck that it was so much detail in such a tiny space. So it made it even more meaningful to me. So, yeah, if you study artwork, actually going and seeing it is a really cool thing. So I'll leave you there with that story for now. Thank you all so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.